The Connection Show. Inspiring. Hope. Health. Healing. Sponsored by Brave Heart Workshops. Live with Jill Reynolds. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like our page. Share it. Subscribe to it now and click the bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming shows.
The Connection Show, inspiring hope, health, healing, sponsored by Brave Heart Workshops, live with Jill Reynolds. And joining me today is Charlette White. Welcome to the show, Charlette.
Hello.
Well, I'd love the audience, Charlette, to know just a little bit about you, so I'm going to read part of your bio.
Okay, perfect.
Charlette has been inspiring youth. She has been inspiring youth. She's not been an inspiring youth herself, but she's been inspiring youth for over a decade plus now. She experienced many challenges, such as being a two-time teenage mother, pregnant her 11th grade, and graduating 6 months pregnant with her second son. She was able to harness her power within from that to now being a powerful speaker who inspires and instructs students how to transform their confidence into victory. So, let's learn a little bit more about you, Charlette.
Okay, I'm gonna just start. Like you read the bio. So I think that was like a shameful time for me at that point, but it's not so shameful now, of course, because I'm sharing and impacting other people's lives. And so it all started from, of course, knowing Christ, but also being in business. I had an opportunity that changed my life completely, and I haven't looked back. So for the past, it's 2021. So for the past decade plus, so 10 years plus, so 11 years, I have been on this entrepreneur journey, building a legacy for my family and sharing with others how to walk in victory. So, yeah.
So that's wonderful. So moving from victim to victory. So on the Connection Show, what we normally do, Charlette, but again, I'm making it a shortened interview because I want people to be enticed to see you at this upcoming event. So we usually connect the dots of our childhood, the good, the bad, and the ugly, to how that childhood led us to that victory of who we are today. So if you wouldn't mind sharing a snapshot of yourself growing up and what your life was like, and then how that journey led you into where you're at today.
Okay. Well, I call it a mindless youth because, I think I let the world control my thoughts. So the music played a big part of it because I was acting out the things that I heard in rap music and all this other stuff. And of course, led me to having kids early and participating in things that I didn't, I should have been participating in. So I believe that now, again, I told you business transformed my whole life. The transition was knowing that I created this path for myself, being mental and financial unstable. It's like an awareness. And so with that awareness, okay, hold up. Let's see how to get out of this hole. Let's see how to get myself together. So I think mindset, reading books, self-help has been my world, and I use it like I haven't stopped learning. Mm-hmm. I haven't stopped growing. It's so important to keep becoming, and so that's where the victory was for me, just connecting the dots. I was mindless, and now being mental and financial empowered, how important that is as a person. Mm-hmm.
And so where did you grow up, Charlotte?
In Dallas, Texas.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And so tell us a little bit about your home as a child.
My home life, I believe, my single parent home.
Hmm.
My mom, a wonderful, great mom. I have a older sister. She's 3 years older than me. I have a younger sister that's 3 years younger than me, and I have a little brother that's 10 years younger
Okay.
than me. I was in the middle. However, I was counted as the oldest because my sister, when she was 2 years old, my oldest sister, she had a fall. She fell when she was 2 years old, split her head wide open, and she left her paralyzed on the left side.
Mm.
So I was always again looked at as the oldest and had to do things as the oldest and like the caregiver and just I was that person. I met my dad's side of the family when I was 10 years old. So he was incarcerated from when I was 5 to 10, of course. And that was a whole new world for me. It was like a pivot, right? So on my mom's side, when we had family gatherings, there was always like a fight afterwards. Like somebody's fighting, somebody's arguing, and we go, right? And on my dad's side, there was always this love. There was this hugs and kisses, like, oh, okay, they not fighting. What's going on? So it was like, okay, it's important to know both sides of your family. You get to see, from the world from a different perspective. I only knew one way. Also, my mom, we used to thrift shop. We used to, man, every Saturday we were somewhere thrifting. And then on my dad's side, it was more like name brand, all this stuff. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you, because perspective, you pull from each side, you pull the things that works for you. And I was able to pull. My mom was very shy. My dad talked to everybody knew him. And
Well, and you know what's funny about what you say about perspective? When my son went off to he was in college and he decided to study abroad one semester. And I had been working in technology sales, and I was given points for each copier I sold that can convert to gift cards. So leading up to him going abroad, I saved up about $5,000 in Marriott gift cards. So when he went off to Europe to study, I said, when you get your breaks and you travel, I said, make sure, like one time you stay at a 5-star Marriott and then a youth hostel, and then a Marriott and a youth hostel, so that you have a perspective of wealth and maybe poverty to see what it's like, so that you can make that choice as you continue to grow up, which direction you want your life to be. And so it was really a good challenge for him. And I think, he actually enjoyed staying at the youth hostels because he got to know a different perspective of people. And then he loved being in front of the beautiful Maserati, the Fiats and the gorgeous cars oh gosh, what are some of the Italian cities that he went to? So he saw two perspectives, is like you said.
Yeah, and that's a big key, to life. And so we wasn't allowed to like have friends either. So my mom was like, you don't have any friends, and so I didn't have friends to go see their families and how they live. I think that would have been important too, because now I know more perspective. And so again, for me, Jill, I think watching Full House, that was a big perspective. I'm like, how is their house so big? I grew up in a poverty area. And so I always looked at their house and I was like, wow, I want a house like that someday. And, and just thinking where my thoughts came from as a child, growing up in my teenage years, again, meeting my dad's side of the family, it was like 15 of us, girls, all in the same age group, to where I was like the leader of the pack, and where, wherever we go, whatever, I was the one communicating and things like that. So I always had this talk, couldn't shut up thing going on. But I didn't realize how, I just thought I just talked too much, but I didn't realize how it could be used in a positive way. So
Well, and then
That's
you, like you said, your dad got out of prison when you were 10, and then you found this new perspective of love with his family. So it doesn't come to surprise me, from that experience, why at 11 you ended up pregnant and looking for love from outside that you were starting to see from your father's
it was
family.
16 I was pregnant.
Okay, I thought you had said 11. So
No,
11th grade. Okay, 11th
yeah,
grade.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So I thought it was 11. So my apologies. So
No,
but again, we look for love outside of our home sometimes in sexual encounters to fulfill that void we have inside. Would you agree with that?
I definitely agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, my son's father was married at the time, and so he was never in his life. Um, the second father was there, like he was my boyfriend before, and he actually was taking care of the first one. So I was like, okay, he's a great dad. He should have his own kid. What was I thinking? Like, what was I thinking? And so that's how that transpired. And I have another son. So, but when I was the age 21, having my third son by the third father, that was my wake up call because that relationship wasn't going to work. And when I said, at that moment of awareness, that's when my life at the age of 22 just started shifting into a different direction. Like, oh, what have I done? What have I created? Now I'm able to look at everything that has happened and like, oh, where do I go from here now? And really taking a look in the mirror, literally in the mirror, and just trying to get myself together.
Yeah, it takes a while for that transformation to take place. So tell us a little bit about your sons now. How old are they and where are they at?
Okay, I am so proud. I am so excited for the journey and just the conversations that we have. So my oldest is 19, then I have an 18-year-old and 14. And they all boys, of course, but just to see the growth, just to see the man that they have become, and finally be free, right? Kind of, sort of, I take care of my oldest sister. I don't know if I shared that with you, but I do. My mom passed in 2017. So I have the responsibility of taking care of my oldest sister. She can, clean and wash her clothes and bathe herself, but it's like, of course, she can't drive or cook food and things like that. So I take on those responsibilities for her. So, so when I say free, I'm free, but not free at the same time. But they are, we play games, but just to hear the conversations. We love our kid when they're like 3 months, oh, they cute, or when they start walking. But this is a whole new perspective of their growth, letting go, learning to let go. I started that, 2 years ago. I just felt that, I gotta let them go. And then when my oldest was 17, he was like, oh, I'm a man. I'm like, what? Then it was like, it dawned on me. I'm like, oh, okay. And so that was perspective. So I let them all, like when I say let go, I gotta let them go to be the men who they're supposed to be, and they can start making decisions and do stuff on their own. And I was that controlling parent. So learning that, knowing that, I love to see their growth. I love to laugh with them. That's what money can't buy. And I made it. I made it. And so they working kids. The middle son, he boxes. So he's a boxer. He just got in it after he graduated in 2021. And he's really good at it. And so surprisingly, that fast. And so that's a whole, again, lifestyle. So everybody's getting fit in a six pack, because he got a six pack and everybody wants a six pack, including myself, right? And so it's just a great journey to see them grow. And, yeah.
And where do you guys live, Charlotte?
We in Dallas.
You're
Dallas.
You're still in Dallas. Okay. You had said that's where you grew up, and I just didn't know if you still lived in Dallas. Okay.
Here in Dallas is a growing city, rapidly growing city, but I love it here.
Well, I had and I still have a son. I have a son, and I was a single mom too. And I found, and I'm curious with three of them. Did you find this? Because I did, and I don't know if you did. Did you find that the girls in junior high and high school were much more of a torment to you than your own sons? Like the girls are the ones that I think that try to get the boys into trouble, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I was kind of surprised at that, but I had instances where these girls were just pursuing my son left and right, and I could not believe how they were. Did you go through that with the girls?
Going.
Going. I know. It's like, get them out of here. Troublemakers.
Yes, I'm going through that. I have an 8th grader who'll be a 9th grader. So yeah, it's an interesting journey.
It is.
It's very interesting.
Yeah. So for yourself then, you are now wanting to come to this event in Overland Park, Kansas with Brenda Ringwood at her event, which is called Becoming the Best You Can Be, Overcoming Challenges. So when you heard about this event, what led your heartbeat to say yes to this particular event?
Okay, so I did the event virtually November, and what led, because I have a saying when I end my live videos, there's only one you, so be the best you that you can be. So that's my saying that I say. I said it every day my kids got out the car for school. That's what I would say to them, and they were like, of course, when they got older, Mom, I know, be the best you can be, blah blah blah. And so that caught my attention because we can't be anyone else. There's only one of us. And I believe that if we harness who we are and be who God created us to be, then we can walk in it. And we know that, hey, it's only one of me. I might as well, these ideas that I have, they are valuable. The way I look is valuable because there's no one else that looks like me. Everything about us is valuable. So let's become the greatest self, and we can do great things. So I think in that though, I think what people tend to hang up on is the distractions, the obstacles. So that's why I'm all about victory, because it's easy to do that. But as we come a point in our life that, okay, as you know, things are going to continue to happen, and it's just the way of life. But let's prepare ourselves and knowing that mentally, spiritually, and and we can overcome these challenges. And so walking in victory is the thing I live by, walking in victory. We already got the victory.
And that's our slogan at Braveheart Workshops: hope, health, and healing, victim to victory.
Victim to victory, yes.
Yes, victim to victory. So I'd love the audience to see your bio. So I'm going to show that bio. And Charlotte's website is thechallenger .lpages.co, correct? Is that correct? That's what I have for you.
That's what it's flow code. So Charlette The Challenger, flow code .com. So my Instagram is Charlette The Challenger, and I have a link in the bio that attaches to everything.
Okay. Well, what I'll do is at the end, I'll get you to email that to me and make sure I put the correct one on the YouTube channel then, so people will be able to get it. For some reason, this is the one I had from Brenda. So, and then this is the flyer for the event. It's going to be February 11th through the 13th at the Sheridan Convention Center in Overland Park, Kansas. And you can get tickets to attend the live event up to February 8th. And you can go to comechangeyourlife.com to get those live tickets. And to get virtual tickets, you can get those up until February 10th. So get going on those, because you do not want to miss this amazing event in connection with these speakers who are going to be there. You'll get to be up close and personal with them. And Charlotte, we just had a surprise yesterday that Dr. Patch Adams has said he's going to be on our platform and speak with us. So
Awesome.
Patch Adams is coming to the event as one of our speakers on Friday. And so it should be just an amazing event of connection and hope. And you'll have so much opportunity to become the best you can be at this conference. So anything else that you'd love to share with the audience before we sign off about what you hope to see at the event?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing from everyone and actually seeing what else can I apply to my life and use, because like I said, from a mindless situation, there's still room to grow. And so I'm looking forward to hearing from everyone.
Awesome. So thanks so much, Charlotte, for taking time out of your busy day to join in with us and give us a snapshot of your life. And we look forward to hearing more of your story of how you have become the best you that you could be, Charlotte.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
All right. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye now.